Good morning, students. Hope you all are good. So, students, today we are going to start our chapter number 6, the endocrine system. So, students, in the previous video, I told you about the introduction of endocrine system. So, what is endocrine system? Endocrine system controls and coordinates many of the body's activities, and it consists of several glands like endocrine glands and exocrine gland. So it consists of glands and group of capillaries which facilitates diffusion of hormones to bloodstream. So endocrine glands, they are commonly referred as ductless glands because the hormones secreted directly into the bloodstream. So first gland is exocrine gland. Exocrine glands are the glands that secrete their products into the ducts. So the examples are sweat glands, salivary glands, mammary glands, stomach and liver. These are exocrine glands. And our next glands are endocrine glands. So students, in this chapter we will discuss about the endocrine glands. So glands that secrete their products, that means hormones, directly into the blood rather than through a duct. So that's why this is called ductless gland. And some examples of endocrine glands are pituitary gland, pancreas, thyroid gland, adrenal glands. So this is your endocrine glands. So there are two types of glands, exocrine glands and endocrine glands. Exocrine glands have ducts and endocrine glands are ductless glands. So in this chapter we will discuss about the endocrine glands like pituitary gland, thyroid glands, adrenal glands and also parathyroid glands. So we will discuss about these types of glands and the hormones released by these glands also. First of all, we will discuss about hormones. So students, what is hormones? Hormones are chemical substances that are carried by a cell, tissue and initiate specific action. So students, hormones are chemical messengers that are secreted directly into the blood, which carries them to the organs and tissues of the body to exert their functions. So hormones have many functions in our body. So here are the functions. So we will discuss about hormone functions. First is regulate the chemical composition and volume of the internal environment. So internal environment means inside our body the process occurs, so it is regulated by the hormones. Next is help regulate metabolism and energy balance. So it also helps to maintain the energy in our body. So what is the mean of metabolism? Students, metabolism is a process by which your food converts into energy in your body. Next is help regulate contraction of smooth and cardiac muscle fibers and secretion by glands. So what is the mean of cardiac muscle fibers? It is related with your heart. So next is help maintain homeostasis despite disruptions such as infection, trauma, emotion stress, dehydration, starvation, hemorrhage and temperature extremes. So students, what is homeostasis? It is a property of cells, tissue and organisms that allows the maintenance and regulation of the stability and constancy needed to function properly. That means it is the tendency to maintain a stable, relative, constant internal environment of your body. So this is your hemostasis. So next is it regulates certain activities of the immune system. Next, it play a role in smooth sequential integration of growth and development. So students, person's growth and development, it is also depend on the hormone released in his or her body. So this growth hormone is released by the pituitary gland. So that's why it play a role in smooth sequential integration of the growth and development. Next is contribution to the basic processes of the reproduction. So students, male and female gametes are produced in the reproduction. In the reproduction chapter, I have already told you about this. So gametes production, fertilization occur, then nourishment of the embryo and fetus, then delivery, nourishment of the newborn. These all things are controlled by the hormone. So it contributes to basic processes of reproduction, including gamete production, fertilization, nourishment of the embryo and fetus, delivery and nourishment of the newborn baby. So it all that means these are all the functions of the hormones. Next is endocrine system. Students, here is the diagram for the endocrine system. So there are many glands which are included in the endocrine system. I have already told you about pituitary gland, adrenal gland, thyroid gland, parathyroid glands, hypothalamus. So these all are included in the endocrine glands. So students, this is the endocrine system. So please read this chapter, and if you have any doubt, then you can call me, you can ask me anytime. So thank you, students.